They can hear you.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Alan, drop the
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 81st edition of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. We have got a huge show for you tonight. We've got the guys from Marlon Dean Productions, Ty and Dead Fox. They'll be joining us on the other side of this wackadoodle song. So go ahead and play it for the people, Alan.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. We can stay up
Not
late.
wearing that shirt
in the morning.
tonight.
same
Your host,
shirt.
Parker.
That's my girl right there, Cynthia.
Rap, rap.
Featuring the sultry sound.
It's funny because it says introducing Cynthia Rothrock, but she's so much more famous than us.
This is her podcasting debut. And we can never get her on
I
the
think
show.
she did.
No. She better not be
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
You can't kill China O'Brien.
No, I can't.
Chuck Norris' daughter.
She really?
No.
Welcome, one and all. She's still alive. Congratulations. We just want to remind everyone that Cynthia Rothrock, huge fan of the show, apparently, and she's alive. So, all right. And she's not Chuck Norris's daughter. So, welcome to the 81st episode of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. I'm, of course, your host, Parker. That one seemed quite, like more smooth than usual. Maybe it's just because I went with
You
it.
just let it slide out.
Yeah, just slid on out.
Slid it out.
It was one of them walking ones.
Real smooth, like, yeah.
I got to introduce you guys. Of
Drop
course, to-
dusted you.
It really did. It felt like it was just over your shoulder fart, and then it's just like kept moving. And then when you look back, you just get the
Yeah. And he's the other way. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, oh, he got me, that son of a bitch. That's what he used to do at the airport all the time. So that's fun to do at the airport because there's no consequences at the airport.
There's nothing you can do.
There's too many people. You're
Yeah,
free.
it's 30 people.
You blend into the crowd.
That's cool.
So welcome to the show. Of course, we're very excited. We have a great show for you guys tonight. We hope. And I have to introduce my old buddy Fred. Fred, how are you doing tonight?
What up, man? I'm here. I'm not queer, and I'm just celebrating
You
life.
are.
It's Ash Wednesday. And we also got Alan.
It's Ash Monday, Fred.
It's Ash Monday.
Remember? All right, we dropped that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Oh well.
We're no longer broadcasting in the future, Alan.
That's
Now
why that's why I got my boy up there.
he's been up there for like 2 months. Dude.
I know I was getting ready for Ash Wednesday.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to get
So I can
sneezes.
celebrate Ash Wednesday on Thanksgiving.
Actually, in his case,
That's-
it's
Which is a
Ass
Thursday.
Wednesday.
He's the D-O-double-G-O-D.
True. Anyway, all right. And not to disagree, we'd love to have Snoop Dogg on the show too.
Hey.
So let's work on that. So Fred, you did introduce Alan. Alan, how are you doing this evening? Great. I'm glad you're here. Because without you and the studio audience, Alan,
Mhm.
I'm saying that to remind you, we couldn't bring on Ty and Dead Fox
There you go.
from Marlon Dean Productions. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you.
What's
That's
that?
host.
All right, thank you guys so much for coming on. So right now, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and we'll do this introduction, then we'll do the talkie talks. So Ty, Dead Fox, like I said, welcome to the show. I'm so glad you're here. You guys are here because you are making a movie, which is awesome. It's called Three Left Turns from Marlon Dean Productions. Check it out on Kickstarter, and then also you guys are Instagram.com/Marlon Dean. We saw a little bit about it. It's in pre-production right now, but you guys are start shooting soon. So tell us a little bit about it, and then we're gonna bug the hell out of you about it.
You want to go ahead, Ty? We do this every time. We're both
We
talking.
really do.
Every time.
You wanna go
every
first?
time
You wanna
him-
go first? You wanna
Every
go
time him and I are
I
trying
go
to
first.
talk in a
You go
call,
first.
it's like, you want to go ahead first?
Well, that's what we used to. So we used to do that where we could never figure out like who was really leading the show in the beginning, And finally, they were like, "You have to be the host because basically,
Yeah, I'm not.
Fair.
But also, they're like, if we just decide you do it, then you can do it, and it won't be confusing." So, but it's like
I
that.
guess
We never talked about it beforehand.
if we have to establish a pecking order, I'll go first.
I introduced
No.
you by when you showed up. So,
Thanks, fellas, for having us on. This is super cool.
oh, I think we're having some audio
We have
issues.
some issues.
Oh no, Ty, we can't hear you.
No, I can't hear you, Ty.
We
Try
good?
again. Hold
There
on.
it
Yep,
is.
now we can hear
I
you.
got you.
There you go.
So keep in
Fucking
mind, I say you guys are in the
ex-
middle of a snowstorm right now, so who knows
Yes.
what's gonna happen.
This is
Oh,
true. This
yeah.
is very
Knock
true.
on wood. Knock on wood, fellas. No, and thanks again for having us on the show, fellas. This is really cool. Really excited
man.
about tonight. Yeah, so this is going to be the third film I've done with these dudes for Foxy over here. It's going to be his second film, and shit, man, we've been working real hard the last 6 months, just rehearsing, planning, pre-production. The first week of April, we're gonna start filming, and that will officially be our Death March, our week of hell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's what we had a couple guys on producers and
CRA
filmmakers.
Entertainment.
Yeah. And that's what they were saying. Like, once you get ready to film, there's no time to waste. Like everybody has to know where they're at, know what they're doing, and then when you say go, you got to get it done. So yeah, I mean, I commend you for like trying to herd cats like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting, but we'll see how it
Right.
goes.
And you said this is your second film, Dave?
Yeah, so this is my second with him. So it's funny how I got here, actually. So our cinematographer, Dom, is a fraternity brother of mine, right? And while I was pledging for said fraternity,
Lambda.
but I got a call from one of the actives, and he's like, "Hey, one of our alumni is doing a film project. I know you're interested in that stuff. Do you want to go with him?" And I was like, "Sure, send me an address." And I pull up on the first day of filming. I hadn't been there for any of the pre-production or the rehearsals or anything, and I showed up, and then now we're here. So.
Hey, that's awesome though, man. It's like,
90% of the work is just showing up.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, take any opportunity that's given, man. Especially like if it's something you're interested in. So like,
definitely.
Congratulations and good luck with it, man.
That's amazing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So, are you directing?
No, so I'm the vice president of production and content for the company, and then I am the
we're not even vice presidents of our own show, bro.
and then I'm the lead production assistant for the film. So I'm like doing props and like continuity and all the lighting and just kind of trying to help coordinate everything so I can take some weight off of people's backs.
Okay. All right.
That's
so
a
you're
lot,
the guy,
man.
like I do that too. Like I try to, when I watch movies, I try to look for the continuity.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
What I'm saying? And I love finding it. When
I love
there.
taking apart shit like that and just keep looking for it. I'm like, oh, that was there.
Oh, shit. That door was closed.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Well, so you guys, like you said, you're in the middle of a storm in Utah, right? That's where you guys are based out of?
Yes, sir.
Do you do all your filming in Utah as well?
For now, yes.
For now, yeah. Hopefully we can expand, but
cool.
yeah. So right now we're just in Utah.
Well, I have to say, I checked out some of you guys' other films, which you can check out on their Instagram, and they also have a YouTube page, Marlon Dean Productions. So you guys, man, I got to give you credit, for quality of like. There's something just to be said about like filmmaking when you're like, man, they're doing it. Like they're not just like taping something. You know what I'm saying, Fred? Like, like they're actually making films. Like it's really cool, man. So I got to commend you guys for the quality of your work. It's very impressive. Yes.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, man.
So Ty, what's your role?
Oh shit, man. I'm just okay. I am the vice president of music and sound creation. I'm just a fucking dude. That makes the things go boop boop and weave.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
like,
dude.
You're like my man from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh man.
No, that's awesome though, man. I mean, well, that sets the tone in the movie though. Like, the soundtrack to it, or like, if it's a suspenseful moment, there's like, or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I can't fucking play a harmonica, so like, big ups on you, man.
No, man, that's really cool. I appreciate that. No, well, shit, man. So my background, man, I'm 30 years old. I feel old as shit, much to everyone telling me I'm still a young pup. I know my body's breaking down, but I've been playing guitar. I've been playing guitar 15 years. I'm the composer for the film, but in my mind, I'm always like a guitar player first. So when they approached me to do the music for this, I had no fucking clue what I was doing. Gentlemen, I had no clue. I didn't even have any software or microphones or nothing. So,
right.
the first film, man, just getting my software and stuff, it was a real steep learning curve.
Mhm.
I think I made the best of it. I was really proud of, the soundtrack from Orenda. And well, it's kind of funny now this time around that I know kind of a thing or two. This shit's way more difficult, man.
Yeah, dude, that's a lot of work, man. Like the whole thing. Like, so we had some guys. It was like Craig and I can't remember the other gentleman's name. He's gonna be pissed at me too. He was the serious one. Craig was the fun guy. The other guy was fun. He was cool, but they were both cool. So they were from CRA Entertainment, and they made it was like Demon Fighter, and like they made a bunch of movies. I think that was like their fourth or fifth movie. But they're super cool dudes, and they were just like I said, they were telling us about how grueling it is, and Alan especially because he's kind of the musician of our group, which you can tell how could you tell that? Oh, because you have a record
because of his
you.
Goatee. Look at his goatee.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's true.
Just says jazz player.
Dude, I think he does Just for Men, Fred. Do you think he does
Just for Men? Just for Men.
Then you have no stress in your life.
No.
I'm 26 years old, Alan. Look at my beard.
You need Just for older men or something.
I know. I need Just for old ass motherfuckers. But no. So they were telling us and we really asked them a bunch about how they do the music, how they kind of their process about it, and like I ask you the same thing, Ty. So like when you're like creating this music, what are you like? Do you have a theme in mind, or how do you kind of? I know you're probably fucking no, dude. I just do it, but.
It's our director Dawson Harvey, and Dawson's great, man. He very much runs this like a head football coach. Like I feel like we prep for this not too different from how a football team preps for their game. And he'll give me a playlist. As he's writing the script, he'll have music that inspires him, and then it's my job to basically rip that shit off.
I totally get it. Yeah. Reverse engineer that shit. Yeah.
So Matt. So then I'll learn. He'll give me a playlist. I'll learn these songs. Kind of as best I can, and then shit, man. Dude. Some days you're on a roll, and you're just pumping songs out, and then some days I'll spend 8 hours on a fucking. Just a hi-hat sound. Oh my god. Just a hi-hat alone, man. It's ridiculous.
It's like fucking hi-hat.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pester Alan because he does the sound for our show. So if you ever listen to it, it's terrible. You know who to blame. But he does a great job. I mean, he really does. He does a great job because, he gets rid of my accent and everything digitally. I don't know how he does it, but I mean, it's one of those things where I've seen him he's done some albums and stuff, in the past, and it's the same thing for him where he's like, dude, I've been like 4 days on this like 2 seconds of audio.
Like 2 seconds of audio. It's like, and when you're trying to get like when you fading out and fading in, it's got to be perfect, and if it doesn't level, the sounds don't level right. And like you said with the hi-hat, if a cymbal's too loud or a note or a low D is too low, it's like, oh, you got to equalize it. Yeah, it's
that's the problem with knowing what you're doing. Because if you're like me and Fred, you're just like, fuck it, sounds good enough.
Sounds good to me.
I did it. I made it. I put it on an album and everything. Yeah, I've got a cassette.
That's it. I got a cassette
for the whole thing. I don't even know what cassettes.
Now, do you do vocals on some of your music, or it's all just regular soundtrack?
Oh, you're so sweet. No, I can't sing. I can't sing a lick. No, yeah,
Yes, you can, Ty. Yes, you can.
he's too
Sing us a
nice.
little.
No,
Can you sing us? Do you believe in life after love, Ty? Share.
Give it to us. Give it
I'll
to
help
us,
you.
Ty.
Fred will
I
sing
know
with
you got it in you, bud.
I don't know the song, but do you believe in love after death?
There you go.
Fred's gonna sing it next. No, now we
No,
all
I'm
have to
not.
sing it.
No, you built it up too much.
We're not doing this.
No, we're not doing the singing. No, that's crazy, man. Well, so Fred, I was about to ask a question. I forgot.
What was it, Matt?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? There must have been a lie.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I do remember. It wasn't a great question though. So now I feel bad asking it.
Well,
but,
now you gotta ask it.
I know, dude. So, fuck up, Fred. So you guys, I have to ask. Of course, it's one of those things. Like, what are you guys' main influences? What, like, I know obviously you got into movies probably because of your love of movies and music, and just doing shit also over there, Fox. So, what like are you guys?
Fair enough.
Are you just like, I like to do shit? I'm going to do it over here now.
Yes,
That's
sir.
how we do our thing too. It's just like, hey, we're over here. So, but like, what do you guys like? Main influences? What do you say? You're like ripping music off, reworking music. Stuff
That's
like
the
that.
word.
Yeah, reworking
That's the
it.
word.
I work in marketing, man. I know how it
Just
is.
being inspired by other people.
So, but yeah, you're just reworking it. Being inspired by it. Correct. So, who do you guys take that kind of inspiration from, or who are you instructed to take that inspiration from?
Well, I mean, for me, really, like the whole. So I have to kind of like go into the explanation of the mask thing. So like I'm a YouTuber, right? I do YouTube
I
and
didn't want
social
to bring
media
it
and all
up.
that stuff.
Yeah, I didn't
No,
either.
no,
I
I
didn't
was
know how you
I
would
was
feel
gonna
about that.
no, totally. Go ahead.
I thought
and
you
ask
were
any
kind
question.
of you were doing a YouTube. So plug your YouTube channel real quick.
So YouTube's Dead Fox. It's Dead Fox with a 0, and you can find me on any social media under that handle. And then, but yeah, I've been doing that for a decently long time. Like I've always been into it, right? But I haven't
Right.
started like actually making videos until like last year, a little bit the year before. But so yeah, I do that. I post pretty regularly, but like my whole inspiration for this, like I've always been a nerd for technology and cameras and all that stuff. Right. Like, I mean, I build PCs for fun, for fuck's sake. Like,
well, okay. So the fact that your headphones and your microphone match, that's when I was like, this
Yeah,
has got a
there you
YouTube
go.
channel.
yes, sir.
Like,
So,
I
but
knew
it's-
it.
Like,
yeah,
when
but
they blend in with the X's on his
Yeah,
eye.
it all
yep,
works. It's got good
everything has
contrast.
to match, man.
It's got a
Everything-
motif going
Dog,
on.
my
TV over my
my
shoulder.
keyboard even matches everything.
Look at that
I'm
shit.
telling
Look
Oh
at
my
that
God.
shit.
I have this shit planned out.
Fred, let me tell you this, Fred, and I'm just going to take a guess. You don't have any children.
I'm 19 years old, sir.
Oh,
Good for you.
look at that dude.
Good for you, man.
Of
Live it up. Because if you ever
There
do
you
have
go.
kids, all your shit that matches is
I,
dead.
yep, I know. My dad tells me the same shit. But
Bust on the back. That's all I got.
It's awesome. Well, that's great. You're doing it at like 19, dude. That's cool that you got into it so early.
yeah, no, but I've been like, I mean, I shot a bunch of movies, like short films in high school and shit. Like, I took a bunch of
Yeah.
video production classes. I got really close. I was really close friends with my video production teacher. He taught me a lot. Like, I was in his class just editing YouTube videos, and he gave me full credit for the class. And we just hung out and made movies and shit. And I just
Awesome.
had a lot of
That's
fun with it.
awesome, man.
And my mom is a graphic designer. She was a photographer for a very long time, right? So I've always had that kind of influence around me. But then, you know, I started watching YouTube, and I'm like, oh, I want to do this for a living. So making content has always been something I've wanted to do for a very long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So most of what you do is just like tech and
Yeah, so
gaming, or-
I do a lot of gaming. It's mostly gaming. I cook a lot too. I haven't made videos on that in a while, but I'll probably start doing that here soon.
he's brought it up, Red. That means I can do it.
Yeah, do it, man.
What is your favorite thing to cook? Because okay.
Okay.
So Fred made a deal because I like to bring. I'm a guy of larger stature, and I tend to bring food into every conversation that we
Yeah,
have.
right. Fair enough.
Everything.
And so if someone brings it up, I'm allowed to elaborate on that.
And that's totally fine. It's kind of a loaded question because I cook anything and everything,
I
and
know,
it
but what if
sucks.
you're like, when you're like, dude, this is like, that's my shit right there.
Okay,
what do you got?
definitely like fuck. I have to say shrimp fajitas. I'm gonna be honest. It's like my
pretty
go-to
good.
thing
Shrimp fajitas, okay.
because it's simple, but
Sure.
it's
Right.
it's intricate in its own way, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like, you know how you have to cut all the vegetables up, you got to peel the shrimp, you got to devein them, blah 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 blah. You got to season them all right. But
Oh,
that probably, like, my dad loves it when I cook too, so he'll just say anything I cook is good. But I prefer the fajitas definitely.
Because
There you
yeah,
go.
like if one of my kids cooks, no matter how bad it is, I'm like, shit's delicious. Thank you very much for this. And then I'm like, can you order some DoorDash on the side? I will put them to bed. But no, I'm just kidding. But I'm sure, like, seriously though, that's amazing, dude. Shrimp fajitas are delicious, of course. Ty, what's your favorite thing to cook? Give me peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I am going to tell you my favorite thing to cook, but this is the most musician answer I can possibly give, and that my soul runs off of black coffee and nicotine.
There you go.
That's the right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's perfect.
And you're
Sounds like a
why,
musician to me.
and why is my body breaking down again?
You're gonna make it. I'm
Oh,
telling
you're
you.
gonna make it. Yeah.
You're already 2/3 of the way there.
I'm the most basic bitch I know, man. Like, no, seriously, it's like fruit, fucking canned chicken and rice, and anything past that, man. I'm feeling real spicy about myself, man. If it's anything else than that, I'm feeling myself.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get it for sure. Yeah, no, that's amazing. Well, so when you guys are speaking of sort of like cooking, so when you guys are doing like shooting and stuff, you guys have worked together on 2 films together, then, right? Is that correct?
Yeah,
I've been with him
this will be our
once,
second film.
but this will be
How
our
many
second
guys
together,
do you,
yeah.
or how many folks do you guys, or do you? I gotta quit saying guys. How many people are on like the average crew, or on like your crews? Are the same people pretty much every time, or?
Well, I mean, this time around, it's a little like we have some people that we're like most of the people we're working with are people we've worked with before, right? But then, I mean, I don't know from Ty, like, what was your experience on the previous before Orenda?
Previously it's kind of been funny, because it was such a skeleton crew. We just had so very little resources
Right.
to make anything happen, and so if I'm not mistaken, the 5 of us, that's the main production crew. We have like 15 between main actors and supporting actors, whatever. We have 15 people. We're going to probably poorly boss around, but someone's got to do it. And so yeah, the jump has been drastic, but like I said, our director Dawson, man, we prepare for this shit like a football team. So everyone knows their roles. We do Discord calls 3-4 times a week. We're meeting up on weekends doing like in-person stuff. I'm constantly sending songs off to people to get rejected.
Again, just to get reworked. That's all.
Yeah.
Just rework. That's it. It's all a process.
A little bit, dude. Also, yeah, I'm a designer too. Like your mom was school, Dead Fox. But you get used to the rejection. Like the rejection, eventually you're like, I just know this is not what they want, but I'm gonna give it to them anyway because like it looks good, damn it. And then to say that you're like, it sounds good, motherfucker. I spent 8 hours on this hi-hat sound. I'm gonna take it, like one way or the other. You will hear this hi-hat.
Yes.
No, that's all.
So, Dan Fox, I wanted to ask. So you said you content creating, like, so the mask. Do you wear the mask? Has no one seen your face?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
I've always been. So
Always wanted.
originally, when I started TikTok, because that's kind of where this spanned from, right? So
Right.
I play airsoft, right? So this is where I got this idea, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So when I started TikTok, like very early on, like the first couple months, there were videos with my face there. Those have since been deleted.
Oh.
So the only people that had followed me before 1,000 followers know who I am. Right.
Oh.
And my friends, obviously my friends, my roommate, my dad, they all know who I am,
they
obviously.
know.
But since then, like the last 2-3 years I've been on TikTok, I've gone from 1,000 with my face shown, and then I noticed that this started doing really well. The whole masquerade thing, it did super well.
Right.
So I went from within the month of me going completely anonymous, I went up like 20,000 followers.
Wow.
So this was the idea. I was like, okay, I'll keep doing this, see how it keeps going. And since then, I'm at 150 something thousand followers on TikTok.
Jesus Christ.
So it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Put your mask on, Alan.
Hey, Dead Fox, I do have a question for you, and we kind of talked about this, but what's the most vulgar, lewd thing someone has offered you to see your face.
Oh Lord, where do I even
What?
start?
Oh my God, for real?
It reminds me. I had this comment. I posted a video of me in a suit, like just a normal suit, and I was making a joke. It was like a prom themed video. It's some stupid joke. I can't even remember. But I had somebody comment. And they said, "Do you need a dog? I can bark." And I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like, there are some whores in my comments, man.
My
it is
God.
bad. But I've had, shit like that. I've had shit like, I will pay you like 50 grand to see. I know it's not real because it's like this 9-year-old kid, but it's like, I've had some really like interesting offers, like the whole dog thing, like I'll be your personal slave for like a month. I was like, what the hell even is this? Like, where are you people getting these ideas?
That's crazy.
We get that shit all the time. I don't tell Fred and Alan about it. But they're always like, if Fred would do the podcast shirtless, and I'm like, $8 is a pretty good deal.
I paid to see that.
Do it. I try.
Yeah, no, but it's definitely there have been some people that really want to see, and I'm just like,
that's
the
mystery.
That's the whole point. It's the whole point.
Yeah, you start giving your face out, then
that's fine.
Now people lose interest. They're like,
now people aren't interested anymore. That's the whole bit.
Keep it on.
We went. That's true, Fred. When we went to video, everybody was like, "Everybody."
Yeah, like, that's what they look like. Oh no,
I didn't know. They do have faces for radio. So no, hey, I think we're gonna take a quick break though, and we'll be right back with the second half of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast with the guys from Marlon Dean Productions. Welcome back to the 81st edition of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. We're still joined by the guys Ty and Dead Fox from Marlon Dean Productions. Check them out. Their film's on Kickstarter right now. 3 Left Turns. They're about to start shooting it. It's going to be great. I cannot wait to see it. Hopefully, Fred will let me watch it.
Nope.
So, Fred bosses me around.
I'll make you watch it like Clockwork
He makes
Orange.
me watch Marlon.
Eyelids
movies.
taped up.
gotta get him the helmet and just have his eyes taped together.
Brazil action. I love it. No, yeah, Fred only lets me watch Marvel movies, and I don't know why. I don't like
he's stupid Marvel movies.
Hey, whatever.
Did you watch Ant-Man yet, Fred?
I did watch Ant-Man.
I knew you did.
Yeah.
I mean,
kind of guitar you got
watched
back there, Ty?
I watched Ant-Man. Huh? What?
What's the guitar? What kind of guitar you got back there?
Oh shit!
You weren't supposed
here we
to
go.
see that.
He's going mobile.
Yeah, I want to see what it is.
So it's my Strat ripoff. I don't actually have an actual Strat.
Yeah,
but
come on, man.
That's my baby. I mean, shit. Since you asked, may as well take a little tour of the.
Oh shit!
He's
Door
going
of the
mobile.
studio.
Right, here we
So
go.
right
VLC
now,
Crit.
Fred, Fred or Alan, one of you guys got to narrate. He's walking from room to room throughout his palatial.
Shut the door.
A room full of
Gentlemen,
solid gold walls.
We got guitars. We got amps.
Nice.
We got drums. This is kind of like the main
That looks
setup.
a lot like.
Yeah, it was like Alan's room.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let me assure you. Oh, this fucking guy.
I don't know anything about that.
Let me assure you, fellas. I can't afford any of this.
Right. But it is exactly like Alan's room. So do you do all your everything? Are you doing it then at home?
Oh yeah, big
I
time.
guess that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know where else you would do it. Like,
Well, I mean, with the software and stuff you can get now, you can just basically.
I sometimes we'll go to rehearsal and I'll try and bring like a little rig. But yeah, it's just so extra. It just doesn't really ever work out.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say because you bring it and then you're like about to start playing and then we move on to the next rehearsal scene. It's like,
and I get sad and it makes me sad every single time.
I know.
I just want you to hear it. Damn it. Again, the hi-hat took 2 hours.
You get sad.
I get
Gentlemen.
it.
This is him right here.
Why'd you bring it all the
Gentlemen.
way there if you're not going to play it, man?
We're fucking laughing and talking about that hi-hat, man. Just yesterday, 6 hours.
Look,
6
he's
hours
looking
I
at
put
it.
in yesterday.
That's PTSD.
He's sitting on the floor looking at it.
I know,
like-
dude. I see it. We took him to his room, and then it took him to a really bad spot.
Yeah.
You need to open that door, man. Go out in the snow for a minute and clear your head.
God, there's snow
Look at
angels.
Go out into the
Sweating.
hundreds of feet of snow.
15 below and he's sweating.
I know. He's just like, oh my god, killing me.
That hi-hat.
No, I know. I joke because I don't understand, and that's the thing. 'Cause
Right.
again, for me, I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, I don't even know what hi-hat means, honestly. It's one of the hitty things, right? No, I know it's a
learned it
symbol,
from-
but that's about it.
Yeah, I learned it from Vanilla Ice. It's
Oh,
like a
yeah,
hi-hat
that's right.
with a souped up tempo. It's like, oh, the hi-hat.
Jesus.
That's ridiculous.
It's like
Well, so in that vein of, we know Fred's favorite artist is Vanilla Ice.
That's right. Yeah, man.
So what do
We
you
went
guys?
to school together.
I know. Well,
Oh,
I
for
knew
real?
that, yeah.
We went third grade. No.
Oh, okay.
You got to tell Fred about that episode. Okay, 'cause my wife. was there.
What was it?
The
The
lethal
episode
Fred.
with where
Oh
Lethal
yeah,
Fred-
well, yeah. I told his wife, like, she was on one of my earlier episodes, and I told her that, like, I don't know how we got on the subject of like Lethal Weapon, or
I don't know either, dude.
but I
think
told
we're
her,
talking
like, I
Danny
had her
Glover.
convinced that I was in the original Lethal Weapon, because there is a little kid in it that looks like
He
me. He's
looks a
got a
lot
little
like
big
you.
red afro. You know what I'm saying? And I had her going for about a half hour, just like, I was like, yeah, I was like, Dixie died in it. She was like, that's the line. You were in it. You were.
Well, and so Fred has like an uncle that lives out in California too. So he
Yeah,
had this
yeah.
story like, oh, I was like visiting my uncle for the summer, and
They were
you know,
looking for
while I was out
extras.
there, yeah, like, it was this whole thing, and I was like, oh my god, dude, what is
I
this
fucking had her
story?
going.
Because we all knew it was such bullshit, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
So he got
That's
again.
good.
Fred, look at you, 2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
So, do you guys know? Can you guys tell us a little bit about 3 Left Turns? Like some of the, I know that it's still pretty early, but is there
Plot points or
any
any,
kind of like, you don't have to spoil anything.
any juicy
but-
deets?
Well,
Well, what I can tell you, gentlemen, it's 2 young drug dealers, a kingpin, and a serial killer. Bum, bum, bum.
Look at that music. You have a piano right beside you.
As oh, you fucking guys. And then, really, like most movies, a series of unfortunate events happen, and then plot proceeds to unfold before our very eyes.
Right.
no, there it is. I was waiting for something, bro.
Got it. No, that's cool. Well, I'm
perfect.
excited,
Yeah,
man. So I don't know how long this whole process takes. I know we know, you have to obviously shoot and everything. So do you guys have, let's just say, and we won't hold you to it, I promise. Like, do you think this will be like, this movie might be out by the end of the year if everything goes according to plan, or like 2024? When do you guys?
Friday, October 13th is our premiere date.
Oh wow, okay. Shit, they were a lot.
Yeah,
I was just like,
Pacific.
Oh boy, we're not fucking around. We're not fucking around. Boom, boom, boom.
We've been ready for this shit. Because it's funny too. It was originally on the 12th, if I remember correctly, and then we switched it to the 13th because Friday the 13th.
Yeah, why wouldn't
Right.
you, dude?
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, we've had this shit going because we've been rehearsing since what, Ty? September? August.
Oh,
Yeah.
August, brother.
Really? Wow.
So
okay.
we've been in like rehearsal, rewriting,
dude, shit.
pre-production,
Yeah. I didn't even think
X,
about
Y,
that
Z,
shit.
you know,
Sweet.
and hiring talent and making sure everybody's working
Yeah.
together and know
Mhm.
what they're doing and X, Y, and Z. So yeah, it's
That's
been
cool,
we've
man.
we've been on this shit for a while now.
Yeah. Well, how does this
Good,
feel? Like, this is you guys' first movie that really has any kind of real budget, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah, we've
the
raised
last couple have been
$20,000.
Amazing, by
Damn.
the way. That's
Yeah,
awesome. On the
so we-
Kickstarter, check out their Kickstarter.
That's cool.
yeah, so that actually, I wanted to bring that up. That ends in about 5 hours. So that ends at 11:59 tonight.
Okay.
I
So it's
believe.
already in it. So if you want to send them more money, because by the time this won't air till Monday, so but if you want to send them any more money, go to their Instagram. What, you guys have a Venmo?
I'm
If you
pretty
wanna-
sure.
I mean, we'll
I was just saying, I
find
don't
out.
know.
We'll put it on. We'll
we'll-
post it seriously. So
We'll
Yeah.
see.
if you want to
post
get
it on
in,
our socials too.
Right, and say I sent it.
Okay.
It was awesome.
You're gonna tell me twice.
Yeah, give me the credit.
Tell it was for me or Fred, not Alan though. Just for Matt and Fred, all of them. Thanks, listeners. I appreciate that. Well, no, that's awesome though. I mean, did you guys? I know you didn't like request. You requested it was like 10 grand, right?
13. Well, 13. Once
13
taxes and
was our
shit was
estimate.
done,
Sure.
we were probably going to get 10K. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. Now, like for example, we can actually like buy decent food, and I'm not off trying to suck dick for some extra scrap. So I can go feed the crew.
Now you look like you're about 2 weeks away from that at this point, like huddled in the corner. But no, that's amazing, dude. That's awesome. I'm sure that had to be an awesome feeling, like having people. You're like, holy shit, these people support us and they like believe in this.
Right.
Yeah, dude. Like
That's pretty amazing.
I checked it the other day and I almost shit myself when I saw the number on there. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
dude.
basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's
Alan,
just,
we should do a Kickstarter.
It's surreal how much people actually like believe and support this, and it's
That's
just
awesome.
crazy to be a part of it.
Yeah,
that's something amazing about like the internet has its negative aspects and its positives, of course, but having that kind of being able to like, because obviously without the internet this wouldn't have happened. Without Kickstarter,
Yeah,
nobody. I mean, maybe people are walking up to you like, "Hey, you want like 20 grand to make something
Dude,
cool with?"
I wish.
But yeah, I know if they do, please let them know that we're over here in Simpsonville, South Carolina. I will meet them at the Target and walk by me.
Target parking lot.
I will sit just like Ty, just like up against the wall. And if some dude's like 20 grand,
you gotta do what you gotta do, fellas. It's rough out there.
$20 is $20, bro. I agree.
$20 is $20.
$20 is $20, man.
Hey man, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
But no, I mean that's super cool. So I gotta give credit. Like I've seen a lot of Kickstarters where like I thought they had good ideas, they didn't work out, and ones that had terrible ideas that did work out. But I think you guys have a great idea, and it looks like it's gonna work out great.
Yeah.
it looks like
So is this is it a suspense horror comedy?
I would say, and okay, two things. I've been telling people it's like Dahmer meets Breaking Bad meets Boys in the Hood.
That's about the best way I could have described it. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it's kind of like I would say it's like a true crime suspense
Thriller, yeah, kind of
thriller, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome. Is it too late for us to get like parks in any way?
Yeah.
Do you just need someone in the background?
Oh shit!
Look at that. See, look at that. Look at that. Did you see that speed? If you need like a karate expert, that's on it, man. No, that's awesome though, dude. Well, we will definitely keep an eye out for it. I'm excited for it. In the meantime, check out, like I said, Instagram.com/MarlonDean. Check out their Kickstarter will have ended, but I'm sure that they will be will give us some information, and we will pass along to our listeners.
Absolutely.
How to get in on
Yes,
this.
please. Internet. If you want to give us money, internet, we will take it. Please.
Yes, absolutely. We will give it to them if you give it to us. We'll probably give them up to half of it. Give it to us first. No, I'm kidding. Like you found
this internet money.
Yeah, internet gave us $8 to afford to you. Fred agreed to support the movie by going shirtless next episode. I hope.
There you go.
The $8 that kid promised.
I'm gonna come to the premiere shirtless Fred at the premiere of 3 Left Turns.
So speaking of that, are you guys going to do like a big premiere and like have it kicked off somewhere? Where is it?
Yeah,
is that going to be?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be huge, but Ty, do we know where it's going to be yet? All I know is we're doing it here.
So with like the Kickstarter, we didn't really know where we were going to do it because we had no idea how many people were going to show up.
Right.
With how successful it's been, we're going to have to get one of the bigger theaters. We're probably expecting. I don't want to. 250 to 400 people.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the news outlets out. We're gonna see if we can kind of promote it on the radio. Thankfully, that securing the theater is not my job, so I'll
Yeah,
get that.
it ain't my fault either.
That's amazing, man. That's cool though. Like,
maybe,
That's cool. Yeah, it's exciting.
maybe you could do a drive-in. I don't know if that would.
is this the Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, I
thing
don't
again?
even know if there are drive-ins anymore.
There's
We talked about
one,
this.
but I know there's one in Utah, but it doesn't do very many showings anymore. They used to do them like every weekend, and now it's just like I barely ever see anything going on over there.
They got shut down. Actually, they're
Oh, did
building apartments over at.
Oh, boo! I love that place, dog.
Oh man, that
Damn.
sucks. That's a classic. Like that's a piece of Americana that's gone.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
What is it?
Drive-in
What was
theaters.
Drive-in? Yeah.
He thought he was saying apartments.
I did. What happened to
Apartments
They got
gone.
apartments.
No more.
They're all dead, Fred.
There's no more.
That's the villain of the movie is the people who destroy them.
No, it's actually kind of a bummer. The gentrification of northern Utah is in full swing, boys.
Dude, it's
Oh
bad.
yeah,
It's
hey,
bad.
it's happening all across the country.
So yeah, we
Like,
live in Greenville, South Carolina, which
Yeah.
if you've never been here, great. Come. Like I mean, it's fun. It's a cool place, but it's one like it's got on all these lists and won all these fucking awards for like
Yeah.
being like the greatest city in the whatever.
yeah,
Fucking
the
cares.
southeast or
It
whatever.
sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks ass here.
I mean, like
So-
when I was coming up, it was nothing but trees, and now
Yeah.
they tore it
And
all.
so like
down.
there, and I work downtown in our great city, and they're doing it's gentrifying the hell out everywhere, and like people, it's like really hard on people, man, and
Yeah.
it sucks, dude. Everything's getting crazy expensive because everybody's moving here, and like it just sucks.
Everything's going up except the pay rate. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know how it is.
I
man.
was
mean,
gonna say
that's-
because I used to live in Utah. I lived in a really small town where I went to high school. Right, like 2,000 people, maybe. Right, there was a very small group of people, and I moved down to a larger area when I started going to college, and I went back to that town a couple of weeks ago, and I hadn't been up there in like a couple months. I hadn't been up there very often, and there had been 5 new neighborhood developments in the time I was gone for like 2
Right.
months because I'd gone up there to see friends and hang out and whatever,
Yeah.
but it was literally like there was a bunch of crops and like it's an agricultural town, so there's like cornfields and all this shit. But I
Right.
drive by where one of them used to be, and there's like 40 new houses on that lot, and I'm like,
dude.
what the hell?
Yeah, they slapped that shit up. They could
For real.
they could build a whole new neighborhood
Yeah.
within like 6 months. You
Dude,
know what I'm
it's
saying?
Well,
insane.
and if you're like a farmer or
Wild.
something, and somebody's like, dude, I want to give you $10 million for your
Well,
land.
yeah,
you're like,
I'd take the deal.
okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit what you do with it. Peace. Like,
Pick up the cows, Martha. We're moving
Right.
to the city.
Like, leave the cow. Well, that's crazy, man. So you guys are in northern Utah, and so that explains part of the reason that you guys get the snow like you do.
Yeah.
So I've only been to Salt Lake City. How does you don't have to give us your exact location because I understand security reasons. We don't want people running up in there and like trying to get your mask off,
Yeah, nah.
or anything.
I'll kill a
So-
mother if they try, but
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Utah
You gotta do what you gotta do. But so what's the difference like between obviously like Salt Lake City? I know, so like again, we know that everywhere we like all the big cities kind of like get the rap for every city in Utah.
Oh, y'all just had the
People think it's
All-Star
Salt Lake
game
City,
too.
so-
didn't
Yeah, we did.
you? Yeah, they just had the
But
All-Star game.
how is it kind of like? I mean, is all of Utah kind of the same, or how does it like?
it
Kinda.
where you
varies.
guys are
It
at?
varies very heavily.
Yeah.
I'm in. So okay, and I'm more comfortable with this. I'm in Ogden at 870 Suck My Dick Avenue.
mid capital of the United States of America. Yeah.
Yep.
But no, honestly,
Ogden.
fellas, Utah is beautiful. Me
It was
personally,
beautiful
man,
when I was
like
there.
I live right next to a mountain, man. All the hiking spots, you can just go get lost, man.
yeah.
There's
That's great.
plenty of like lakes and like reservoirs.
We don't
Res-
recommend people
re-
going into the mountains
reservoirs.
and getting lost. Just
Yeah, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
if possible, don't get lost. in the mountains.
That was Ogden. I think probably Ogden is the only city outside of Utah. I mean, Salt Lake City that I know in Utah.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I
we
used to
talked
work
about
for a
Ogden on
company,
that's
and
about
we
right. That tracks.
we shipped everything we shipped. We damn near shipped it all to Ogden.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just
no,
thought it
because
was cool.
Capital of the United
Ogden's a
States.
great spot, but it's like what I mean by it varies is there's like the city spots, and then there's the place, the place I went to high school. Nobody
Right.
out
Mhm.
there, right?
Right.
It's like, but the thing that I found most confusing when I first moved here, because I'm not originally from Utah, right? So I was born in California. I lived in
Okay.
Ohio for 6 years, and now I'm here, right? So the thing I found most confusing was like the religious implication in this entire state.
I wasn't
is
gonna bring it up. I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna bring it up.
I'm just gonna say I'm not like getting hostile towards everybody, but it was like
Sure.
it was such a culture shock when I came
Yeah,
here because like
yeah, I
back
bet.
in Ohio, the only two religions I knew of out in Ohio were Christian and Anabaptist, right? That was like the
Yeah.
only two religions I knew of. I come here and everybody's asking me like elementary school first question a kid asked me the first day of school, are you Mormon? I'm like, what the hell?
Oh,
'Cause
fellas.
I had no idea, right?
Fellas,
yeah.
please let me assure you, every single thing you've heard about the Mormon religion is accurate and true.
It's all true.
Every single thing.
I
They're
believe
not
it, man.
exaggerating. They're
Yeah,
not
I believe it.
exaggerating.
Like I've
Seriously.
seen like Mormon documentaries. Like was it John Smith? Is the the founder?
Joseph Smith, yeah,
I
Joseph
Joseph
asked
Smith.
the
Smith,
wrong
yeah.
motherfucker. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Dude.
like he
History
found
of the
the he
Mormons,
found the some writings from God under a rock or some shit. And
See, I
like,
know
But
mine
he
from,
couldn't share it. But yeah, he found some writings from God. But no, fellas, I'm dead ass serious. He can't talk about it. He found these writings from God, but he's not going to show you because God told him to. But give me all your money and make my church tax exempt. It's cool.
yeah, dude. I mean,
I said so.
Mormonism,
That's fine.
Scientology, all that shit. That shit is crazy,
See,
man.
I know the Mormons from South Park. South Park is what educated
Yeah,
me.
see
in
that.
Oh,
Mormons.
yeah. But in Mormonism's defense, I will give them this: the women are as freaky as advertised. I swear to God, they are.
There you go.
Really.
Nice.
No, but a
Pack
lot
up
of
the
people
cows,
here are
brother.
like,
We're going to Utah.
There's loose Mormon women on the prowl.
no, but it's like I've met a wide range of people in the LDS faith. Like there's a lot of people that I'm really cool with, and a lot of people I'll never talk to again. There's really no in between. I'm gonna be
Right,
honest.
right.
Yeah.
But like everybody in high school, they see me now, and I've got tattoos all up on my arm. They're all like shaming me for it and stuff, and I'm just like, dog, what the fuck? Like, why? There's no point, right? But it's like, I've met people who are really chill with it. There's people that are like, they hate it, but it's like, there's a lot of great people in Utah that I've met, but there's also some that aren't so much,
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, so we're joined by a special guest. I can't say it the way Alan does it. How do you say it, Fred?
My name is Beelzebul.
Beelzebul.
We call him the
So
bees.
I heard,
he's a friend of the show.
yes,
He comes on whenever, far too often.
I
honestly.
heard you guys are out there in Utah. You know Joseph Smith? He's a cool dude, man. I know him.
I smoked pot with Joseph Smith.
Yeah, me too.
Behind the Kmart.
In a dumpster. He's behind a dumpster, and I may be getting a little bit off here, but that's what he said.
All right. Get out of here, Satan.
All right.
Be gone.
Merry Christmas from my family to yours.
That's his official Satan sign off. I don't get it, but I love it.
Oh my God.
So, he's okay. No, he's not back. So yeah, he visits sometimes and usually talks about anally fisting people,
Yeah.
stuff like that. He's into weird shit. I mean, he's the devil. What are you gonna do? I mean, he's got his agenda. Yeah.
That's, I guess you could call it that.
He's got stuff to do, man. You can't, it's his job, just like it's you guys' job to do what you got to do, So again, thank you guys. We were joined by the guys from Marlentine Productions. So guys, again, 3 Left Turns, check it out. Is there anything else you guys want to plug or talk about before we get out of here?
3,
Foxy?
2, 1.
What do you got?
Again, I was just waiting for you to talk.
You go first.
Okay. No, I'll go. I'm going to go with that. Pecking order.
It's every
No, but
time, man. I swear.
fellas, thanks again for having us on. I've had a blast. I hope you've had as much fun as
Oh, yeah.
we have. We're really excited. We're really excited about just premiering the movie. God willing, we're going to get it up on the streaming service. Is the next goal after that, and that's just going to fund the next film and the next film, and
Right. So will it
There
be
you go.
available for us to like here in like I said, we're half a country away. So will it be available for us anytime, or do you guys know? Or I'm sure you'll get information about that as it gets closer, right?
Yeah, that's the thing we're waiting for is just more info. Like once we
Sure.
figure it out. But for those of you who are listening and know about the Kickstarter and stuff, if you bought a premiere ticket and you can't make it to Utah, we're gonna do a digital. I'm pretty sure we can work out like a digital screening. So
There you go.
one time digital viewing for your premiere ticket and your support.
Mhm.
So but so hopefully soon to come on streaming services and stuff. We really hope that's the way it's gonna go. But we'll just have to see what
you
hand we
go.
get dealt later on.
Awesome. Well, thank you
Good
guys. Thank
luck
you again
with
for
it,
coming
man.
on.
Good luck
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, thank
I'll-
you,
I'll
and we
most
can't wait to see
definitely,
it, dude. We'll be trying to keep an eye on it. We'll get you guys on again when we get a little closer to the premiere, if that's all right with you.
Hell
If
yeah.
you have
yeah,
time,
of
I know
course,
things
of
are
course.
I know things are about to
Yeah.
get real hectic, but if you have
Yeah.
time, you can.
I was gonna say definitely during April, bro. It's gonna
Right.
be
Yeah.
crazy.
So is that you guys? What you'll be shooting mostly in April?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're gonna shoot from the
How
1st
long
through
is
the
your-
10th, I
is-
believe.
Oh wow,
10 days.
Man,
wow.
that's crazy.
That's a lot, man.
I was gonna say
Full-length movie.
we did Orenda in 3, so
3 days
Yeah,
of
okay.
hell.
yeah,
3 days of hell.
Right,
Nightmare,
right.
nightmare.
that doesn't help with the freaky mask.
Right.
No, awesome, man. Well, thank you guys seriously very much for coming on. Again, we've been joined by Dead Fox and Ty from Marlon Dean Productions. We'll make sure to drop all the links we can in the description. We'll keep an eye on you guys, and you're welcome on anytime. Again, thank you very much for coming,
Yeah, thank you.
and have a great night.
You too, fellas. Appreciate it.
We'll be right
Nice.
back with the end
Nice.
of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Oh, Alan, I finally got. Oh, welcome back to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Alan, I was watching the Super Bowl halftime, and I finally got that when you're always like, "You shine like the diamond." Like, I never knew really exactly what that
Oh,
was.
you never knew where it came
I'd heard
from.
it, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to say anything about it, because I want to embarrass myself. And then, so I'm like watching the Super Bowl and everything, and she sings it, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
Yeah.
talking about Super Bowl. That's what
I was like,
talking
I finally
about.
got
Like
it.
a diamond.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was so random. I just wanted to let you know that I got it finally. I thought that was a pretty good show. Like, I mean,
No,
we're
it
not
was
talking about
okay.
the Super Bowl, but it could have been
It was
worse.
all right. Yeah, it could have been way worse. It was all right.
I thought it
I
was
mean,
good.
Which one do you
I'm
think?
not.
is the
I'm not a
worst
huge
one?
Rihanna fan, so it ain't.
Yeah.
I mean, but I
mean-
knew all the songs. I knew.
Right,
every
well, that
song
was
she
exactly
sang.
props to her.
Yeah.
Because you knew what she was
Right.
like. You knew them all, pretty much.
Yeah,
Not all of them, but yeah. Anyway, all right. So, Fred, in honor of the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
I know you went to. I don't think it's in honor of the Super Bowl.
It's a great
But-
segue.
I know that you went to Nashville, the Acapulco of East
Nashville.
Tennessee or Western Tennessee.
Middle
I was gonna
Tennessee.
say, be like, "Oh, you went to Fairbanks, Alaska," and then you're like, "Nope, that's Tennessee." But so tell me a little bit about great. Now Nashville is in Western
Nah, it's central.
Tennessee, Central Western Tennessee.
Yeah, it's central. It's central. It's
Central
right in the middle of the state, man.
Okay,
6-hour drive. That's all.
six sweet hours.
In the mountains too. Like
Yeah,
it was crazy. Like because I guess like this time of year is like rock falling season.
oh yeah,
Yeah. You see
Always rocky.
like big ass rocks on the side of the road.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I
the
was
big
like, this
net.
shit's scary as fuck.
It's cool.
No, there ain't no net. There's one spot that has a net.
Yeah, that's the only
But
place.
the other ones are like
I
naked,
just drove
especially
by
if you're going west.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're going
Watch out
west,
for those
you're
rocks.
right there on the mountainside.
it's almost like you shouldn't build a road through a mountain.
Hey, how you guys gonna get there?
I don't know. That's not my problem, man.
Yeah,
Make a tunnel. Shit.
take the river all the way up.
It's
Do what you
be
got to do,
cool.
man. No, that is a
It's
scary
not bad.
drive, dude.
Yeah, dude.
We drove
That's like
back.
a fear.
Last time we
That's-
went, we drove back because it's like, is that like you go through like, what is it, like Sevierville and all that shit?
Yeah, you gotta
On
go
your
Yeah,
through
you
way
go
or-
up. Yeah, Asheville, Knoxville,
Yeah,
and then
Yeah.
straight on into
Nashville.
Nashville.
that's
Then after
yeah,
that,
dude,
it's
that's vicious.
Ash, Knox, and Nash.
It is Clarksville, Fort Campbell.
Nobody rides for free. I don't even know. No, okay, so we're gonna this is gonna be we'll make sure to share these because Fred's insisting that we share at least clips
Right. So okay, like
performance in Nashville. So Fred can now say, as a member of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, he has performed on stage in Nashville, Tennessee.
That's it. I have.
I'm saying, dude.
That's it.
So now tell me more about it.
So okay, so it was a work event for my wife. So like, and she's like, "You want to go?" It's like 2 days. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like, no kids, let's go. And she's like, she was like, "You can just chill out, do whatever." Like, there's only like 2 times that I had to really like be with her, and it was like both of them's for dinner. So like the first night we get there, and it's in like it's like the Omni, I think, like fancy, fancy schmancy hotel and a big ballroom, like So, and we get there, and I went with her last year, and they always have a karaoke contest. Like, I guess this has been going on. Yeah, this has been going on for a while. Like, I didn't know about it last year, and I was like nervous because there's like 800 people in the room.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of people.
Yeah,
it's
just
like all the managers.
Studio audience. Yeah.
Yeah, this is all.
Now
the
you're
managers.
used to it. That's the thing is now since you do this podcast with us in front of our 800 to 1,000 live studio audience members that are in our houses
every day.
Yeah, I get it.
So
okay,
like,
so this is a big deal. Then what's the winner?
Yeah, I think it's like they were giving out $100 bills all night.
Shit.
Yeah, but I ain't get one. Like nobody at our table got a $100 bill.
In that game they play.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to mention it because I don't want to get your wife in trouble. But we know what you do.
So last year, like I said, I didn't sing because I was nervous about it. But I was like, this year I'm gonna fucking do it. And
I don't work there. Fuck it.
Yeah, when we get there, like they got an open bar. They got an open bar from like 6 to 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you hit that floor, it's go time, man.
I get real drunk from 6 to 7, baby. That might be 45 minutes too long.
Yeah.
If I'm going.
Yeah, and I went for it. Like I was like 2 or 3 at a time, you know what I mean? So because like I said, it's packed.
Alec, can you bring up the video?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna start it yet. So I mean,
so like,
okay, so I can tell you were hold on. I can tell you had a few drinks because of your posture.
Yeah,
that's the posture you had when you just stand it where you like bow it out.
Am I leaning?
So okay, they look like it looked like they're green screened out. So okay, so tell us about I want to hear more.
Okay, so 7:00 comes and they open the doors. We eat and everybody complains about how bad the food is, except for me because it was free. It was decent. Me and this chick had this back and forth about like they served us these little purple potatoes, and she's like real country, you know what I'm saying? She was like, "What are these?" I was like, "They're called Purtatoes." She was like, "What?" I was like, "Purtatoes." I was like, "This is real fancy." You get back to your hometown and you can tell everybody, "Y'all, I had Purtatoes."
Fred, you're a master of tricks. You were the trickster for sure.
And we were just like, so everybody was dying laughing about Purtatoes. And I told her I'd talk about the Purtatoes on the on the podcast. So okay.
Are they did she say they had podcasts where she lived?
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? Is that on AM
she's
or
gonna
FM?
send up a balloon. She's gonna send up a balloon to see if she can
send
catch
up my Chinese balloon. I got it.
She's gonna try to catch the radio waves.
I always forget to tie it down though. It's all right. I don't
blowing
care.
in the wind like 3 miles up. It's like blowing.
She's like, I can't hear a goddamn thing. Anyway, so you're hanging with your homies. So these are people from all over the country then that are there?
From like
Southeast probably.
Texas all the way up to Virginia. In
that's a pretty good chunk, yeah.
Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, all that.
Good old Southern folk, yeah.
Yeah, Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I mean? Yeah. And Southeast. And so we kind of finished up our meals and they were like, okay, sign up if you coming. And I was like, boom, I'm up. I was like the second one up there. And
Owning this motherfucker.
one guy
Angry.
later, and this is what you
Okay,
get.
and then so you want to tell us what song, or do we just have to guess?
Oh, it's Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton.
All right, so if you're not watching this, if you're just listening, Fred is somewhat awkwardly standing on a stage, and here he goes. Okay, let me turn it up so you can hear.
Now I don't know how much of this we can play.
Why?
It's a cover.
It's a cut. Okay, so we can get away with it.
How come you didn't sing
Say,
this
I had
on
him
your
hyped.
fucking album?
I had him hyped.
All you gotta do is
Damn.
take your hand out of your pocket.
I know, man. I
What
can't
are you
help
doing in there?
We'll get to the first chorus.
There you go. Whiskey.
Dude, that's pretty fucking good.
That's good, Freddie. That's good.
All right, that's fucking enough. Great job, Fred. We're proud of you, but no more.
Yeah, so like, okay, I did mine, and then that's the I did my song, and like everybody was, it's so great, it's so great, it's awesome, it's awesome. And so then we go through the progression. I put some other dudes on there.
All right, so there's the Taylor Swift Education Center. Ladies and gentlemen.
I thought that was funny.
These dudes, these look like fucking ghosts.
No.
What is this, hee-haw?
No, like I don't know what that was. That's
Why did you take a picture of it then?
That's the second, because I was going to explain it, but you're on it now and not on what I need you to be.
Oh,
where do I need to be? Bucky's?
I don't know.
Bucky's.
Yeah.
Back here?
Keep going. Okay, there you go. To the contest.
Okay, this is another guy singing. All right.
Yeah, there's another guy singing.
This guy looks like, this guy looks like he came also prepared for this.
He came prepared. He did.
He looks like he's from Texas or possibly anywhere, really, literally.
Now these are my rivals. I'm going up against these guys.
Right,
like,
so this is Flannel Cowboy.
I say he had a little bit more flair than I did.
This guy's putting on a fucking show right here.
He's putting on the show, man.
He's getting down in girls' faces and pointing at them, wiggling his wiener at people.
I told you they come prepared for this stuff, man. This is
that
every year.
He's spitting fire. He came out there with fucking dance something moves
with
in mind.
the cowboy hat and
and this is to win nothing, right?
Yeah, this is to win nothing.
Now this guy. He didn't win. He didn't win
Peter
shit.
Griffin?
Right. He didn't win shit. Like, that guy's out. All right,
So-
let's hear it.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, this
I like
guy
his
he
posture.
was doing his thing too, man. See, hand in the pocket.
He's
Ladies and gentlemen, Landon James.
He's got nothing on Landon.
Don't say that, boy. Landon's coming on in a few weeks, by the way. All right, so that guy. Was there anybody else? That's it. This late.
No, that's not it. That's save that one. Okay, that's a different night.
Right.
So so everybody we went through the progression. Huh? No, I did not win. I didn't even get honorable mention, dude. Like
what?
Yeah,
How many people did it?
man.
How many people did it? Like 10?
Huh?
How many people did it?
Oh no, it was like about 20.
Okay,
About 20, 25. So we had to sit there for like 2 hours.
Oh my God.
And like, wait, my wife didn't want to do it. And I was like,
$100 bills and you didn't
get
I'm gonna win, so you gotta stay.
Yeah.
Damn. And for the so you didn't even get honorable mention. You did a great
I didn't
job.
get honorable mention. And the rest of the weekend, like, we go out somewhere and somebody be like, hey man, you guy. He's like, oh man, you were great. Did you win? He's like, because we left.
That's like we went on a cruise for our honeymoon. And,
it was like we left. So
we were like, we didn't want to watch that shit. We went on a cruise for our honeymoon and we got on the newlywed game that they had, right? Like the first night. And they're like, and we won it. We won that bitch.
Right.
And like, but it played on a loop on like one of the channels the rest of the cruise. So every fucking where we walked, we're like in Jamaica, whatever. People were just like, "It's you guys from the fucking show," and I'm like,
You coming? Yeah.
we're on the screen too, buddy. Like, and they're like, "You guys, you guys won." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yes, we're group
You
celebrities."
won.
Drop. Like, I don't want the people of Jamaica thinking like this is some fucking big dick over here.
Right.
Got some money.
Now, if they did the show right now, they'd probably be like, they don't know shit about each other. She's like, he farts when he sleeps.
I fart when I'm awake too. So you're welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Radio Land. Enjoy that. So okay, so you guys didn't win. And
Yeah,
how
we
many
did win.
but you gave
and
it a good effort. And I think you
did.
won our version of it. Out of those
Thank
4
you.
singers, other than that other guy,
Right.
you won. But
TROUBLE.
purely on singing, had I closed my eyes, it's all you, buddy. And
It's all
I
me. Thank
sincerely
you.
mean that.
I believe. Thank you.
Yeah,
You had the
I
most
appreciate
soul
it.
in your voice. Much
That's
more
it.
soul
Even the
than
winner came up to me and was like, "You did such a great job." I was like, "Give me."
What did the
give me
winner
my-
sing?
$100 then,
Huh? She
What did the
sung.
winner
She sung last year. Like she was there. She was
Oh.
actually sat at the table with her, but she's a professional singer. Like she
Yeah,
sung some
yeah.
Aretha Franklin or something.
Oh, come
I
on.
can't remember, but like she's
Ringer.
really
She's a
good
ringer.
though. She's really good, huh?
Bad, man.
She's a ringer. She only got a job there. So
It's to win the karaoke. Which is crazy because she came in second last year and she came in first this year.
Oh,
So,
she had
yeah.
had some revenge on her mind this year.
Yeah, she was
Brought
coming
the
back.
Okay, so other than the karaoke contest, what did you get anything good? I know you went to
Yeah, I did.
Kid
I
Rock's
went.
thing, right?
Well, yeah, I did that, but first I
Okay,
went.
tell me about-
I went and saw Ant-Man that morning. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I had because since I was in Nashville, there's an AMC.
You didn't have kids.
There's an AMC. I didn't have kids, and there's an AMC in
Do whatever
Nashville.
you want when you don't
so,
have kids. Yeah,
you know, I had to go visit my spot. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah,
Check
I mean,
on your investment.
That's it.
Now, let me see
Okay,
how
and
this-
then,
button up over here. I own part of this. I own a little portion of this place.
no, I
You
got there.
there.
It was the
In a
first
tree.
showing. It was the first showing, and like so, it's like 3:00, and so I get there, like boom, I order my ticket online. I'll get my popcorn and drink, and like show starts at like 3:15, and it's 3:00. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to see the previews and all that good shit too.
Yeah, live it
Where's
up.
Where's popcorn? Oh, it's popping. It'll be ready in a minute. I was like, what?
3:00. It's 3:00 in the
It's
afternoon.
3:00, man. You should have that. Butters. I said, let me call Adam Aaron. He was
2
the
minutes to make
CEO.
popcorn, man. When you see somebody walking, that they got to have that because the smell is what makes you buy.
Yeah,
popcorn.
what brings you
That's
in?
psychological shit right there, man.
Well,
you got to get
there's not
talking
too
to
many people walking by this AMC.
Don't
to
matter.
sell the
But once you
popcorn.
get in, that can make a big difference.
Hey, Burger King does that. They waft that Whopper out of
Yeah,
the
they do.
wall.
That shit smells good as hell too.
Good. God damn, it smells so
Smells good. And I'm like, oh, McDonald's.
And then when you go in there, it's a piece of cardboard.
Yeah. It's like, I know I shouldn't have
true.
did this.
That is true.
Yeah.
But,
so
anyway,
we had one
so-
more dinner after that, and then like they did a new thing this year. They told the people that we'll dismiss you after dinner. Like they used to have you sit around and do some other shit,
Okay.
but they were like, because this was the last night, so they were like, go out and
like-
enjoy Nashville.
Yeah.
So
we'll go.
like, I was in Nashville. There was only one place that I wanted to go. It's Kids Rock's big ass honky tonk rock and roll steakhouse. And dude, it was everything that I expected.
Is this it?
Man? Like that's it, man. Look at that place, dude. It's
That looks like Kid Rock
insane.
grew up on it. That place is busy as shit.
Yeah, dude. And
Is that Kid Rock?
this is just the first floor.
Okay, so how many floors are there?
There's 5 floors,
God damn.
like 5.5. Yeah,
That's like that strip club in Atlanta,
dude. I mean,
allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
I mean, it was insane, man. I mean, like, cause that's like the first floor where the dude is like the first floor.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
where you're
the
at
other
right
half
now?
is like just above it. So that's like 1.5.
okay.
And then you go upstairs and there's the second level, and they have their own band, like, and a huge bar.
yeah.
Third level has their own band. I think that's like a private. They had a private party in there. and then 4th level, and then the rooftop.
Dang.
You know what I mean? And they all had, like, the first floor was the most packed that I've seen, but I think we had got there early because like we stayed till about 12, and by the time we had went up to the 3rd floor, and by the time we left, it looked like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
It's insane, man. I mean, and we get there, and I start tab, you know.
Yeah.
Just started tab. Yeah. And so we're just ordering beers and drinks.
Right.
And then come to find out it was like $9 beers.
Sure. It's Kid Rock.
$9 beers.
You know what Kid Rock's from?
Oh.
How many hand jobs did you have to give?
Jesus, man.
I had the bar back for like 3 hours.
Yeah, hell yeah. You're like, don't you remember me from the fucking karaoke competition, Kid Rock? Bring me to Mr. Rock. I talk to Mr. Rock personally. If he's not here, I refuse
Paging
to
Mr. Rock.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy that he had such a huge.
Yeah, man. And that was a Thursday night.
I wonder if it's like some big restaurant place and they're like, dude, Kid Rock, like, can we just pay you to like put your name on this?
Nah, he's invested in that, man. Everybody has their own.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Every country band damn near has their own bar
there
because it's a strip. It's on Broadway. That's like the hopping spot. And like Brooks and Dunn, Toby Keith, just like all of them.
Keith's back door.
Right, yeah.
Only thing I can think of.
There was a tractor like going down the street.
Of course,
like,
there was.
It was pulling like a party trailer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, it's insane, man. And every place has a band playing as loud as they can, man. It's
dude. That's how it was in New Orleans. It was
Music City, man.
That's what it is. It's Music City, man. Yeah,
that's crazy. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your trip. I'm glad you guys got back safely. I know it was.
It was good.
It was a harrowing drive home.
Yeah,
so,
it started snowing. I think I saw like 3 snowflakes.
That's too many. Too many. We're talking to those guys who said they got 2 feet of snow yesterday. So do check those guys out at Marlon Dean Productions, 3 Left Turns, Instagram.com/Marlon Dean. Of course, go see Nashville if you're in the area.
Go see Nashville.
Why not? I mean, I don't know. Why not endorse Nashville?
Hey, Nashville.
Would you recommend people go to Nashville, Fred, or no?
Yeah, if you like to party and you got a lot of money.
Okay, so if you like to party and you have a lot of money, go to Nashville.
Going anytime soon.
Nope. So we won't be seeing you there. But maybe if you guys give them some money and we take half of it, we can go to Nashville and the Kid Rock's Cafe. That would be great. So
get some Bob to the Bob Burgers.
Oh, is that what they were called? That's what they should be called. I wish they were. I'm trying to think of another song.
Did you take a picture there?
There you go. Anyway, all right. No, number one. The picture Peter's and hummus. Peter chips.
Peter.
All right, anyway. So thank you guys very much for listening. We will be back next week with a brand new episode. Don't know what it's gonna be about. So, but it'll be something.
It'll be something.
So we'll see you next week. Say good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
I'll see you later.
I'll see you in hell, Alan. Son of a bitch.
You know what we forgot?
What?
Black history.
Oh.
Fred?
Black history.
Okay, well, to end Black History Month, we just want to hope that we hope everybody had a good Black History Month and enjoyed it.
Yeah. There you go.
So,
and
Feliz Navidad.
Just be peace and happy, man.
Yeah, man. If you learned anything from history, it's that it never
not to be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Just don't be a dick.
Yeah.
If you don't be a dick, then you'll win history later.
You got it. That's it. That's how the game is.
History's only written by the winners, and the winners can say, like, I wasn't a dick.
I wasn't a dick. Totally were.
You're like, I made 8 million people, but I wasn't a dick.
He told me someone was a dick, but he won.
And people were like, yeah, he killed my entire family, but that's all right. We get his haircut. I get it. So, all right. We're going to get out of here. We'll see you next week. Thank you guys for listening. Oh, yeah. Share this with your friends if you have any. I meant to say that at the beginning of the show. Share our show and like tell them about like how we make you laugh sometimes. Or don't. Whatever.
3 times a show.
3 times a show, guaranteed. That's
Yep.
the
Cultural
thing.
pros.
Like
Don't
the
forget.
Black History Month guarantee. 3 times a show.
Pros and-
Hey, tune in next month for Whack History Month. Don't forget. We're out of here.
56
We will not forget that. I wrote it down. I wrote down. Remind us about Whack History Month. I just wrote it down.
Okay.
I have a pen in my hand. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Bye, Zayden.
Hey guys, hey, I'm back. Hey guys, hey.
We gotta go.